What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Arca video. Thanks for tuning in this time. Guess I'll just get right into it here. So this week, I'm gonna be running 10 to 1 steering ratio just because it's at a short track, and normally I run 12 to 1, but just didn't feel comfortable with how the car felt, and it just felt like I had to turn in too much, so I bumped it down to 10 to 1. And then with my brake bias, I'm going to be running it at 64 just for qualifying, because it seems like on the entry of the corner for the first like 2 laps, it's really loose because of like the cold tires or whatever the reason is. If it's just the setup, I don't know. But during the race, I'm going to bump it down to 60%. So that's why. And in qualifying, I'm going to be wanting to, charge the corner as much as possible, and I need that stability in the car, and I got to be able to rely on that. I can't be, fighting it on the entry. I'm just going to lose time. So that's why I did that. And then another thing I'm going to quick show you before I run into my qualifying lap is I'm in a practice session. I qualified for my race, which will be on after this. But I did get pole, but I wasn't happy with how the lap went, and I wrecked on my second lap. So that's why I'm going to be recording this after. And then here's something I want to show you. So you see all these cars that are on the track, and they might not be very good and wreck a lot, and that's not going to help you practice if you just keep wrecking. If you go over here to entries, and you're in a practice session, and then you see this, it says this is my group. All these guys are in group 1. I'm going to go to group 12. But what that does is it basically puts you on a track by yourself, so you don't have to worry about anyone. And there, you see here, there's 16 different groups. Right here, this number just tells you how many people are in the group. And once it gets up to 24, it starts filling up the next one. So I mean, if you want to get some quality practice, but you also want to be able to look at other times and compare your times and how you're doing against everyone else, you can just go to a different group. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a lot of people know that trick. I had to tell people that yesterday. So I mean, I made a video on this once before, but I'll just let everyone know now, because it seems like the Arca videos get a lot more viewers. So anyway, let's jump into this. My best lap this week, I hit it this lap twice. Let's see, where is it? 760, a 13.760. But we'll be lucky to get that. I'll be heavy with like a low 8. So, Lanier, this is my first lap. Like I said, your fastest lap's going to be on your second lap, just because you got a little heat in the tires. You're going to have a little more grip. So this is just my first lap. Nothing crazy. Or this is my second. Is this my second lap already? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm doing apparently. So yeah, kind of talk you through here. So Lanier is super nice. It's really short, and it seems like once you get out to this wall, and once you you're actually on the straightaway. As soon as you're there, you're kind of turning in already. And for me, it's I'm gonna try to have like the widest arc possible. That just kind of helps you carry the speed a little bit better through the corner. So I'm going to kind of be right out here on this. It'll be darkened. You can kind of see the difference in the color. Right here, I'm going to be on the edge of this dark stuff. And then I'm going to come across here and kind of straighten it out a little bit. See, I'm apexing almost on the exit of the corner, and that's going to help you carry this most speed through the entry and then the center. And then also what that does is it helps me kind of straighten the car up, and that's going to help me put the power down a little bit better and kind of get in a certain direction that I want to go, which is straight, obviously. A little bit of the bobble with the throttle here, got a little loose on the rear end. And that's kind of the difference between, a race lap and a qualifying lap is you know, in a race, you're going to be a little more patient getting on the throttle, and you're not going to drive it in so deep into the corner. And that's going to help you save the tires. I'll talk a little bit about that in, you know, in my race or whatever. Turn 3 and 4, pretty much the same thing. Going to ride that darkened gray colored rubber. I mean, that's where the grip is. And once again, you know, just coming back and, you know, trying to get as straight as a possible run out of the corner as you can get. I ran a 13.808, which is not bad at all. I've run a couple 7s this week, but, you know, that's few and far in between for me. I mean, that's what the really, really fast guys are going to be running, but, you know, you just want to be consistent as possible at the end of the day. So yeah, hopefully I helped you a little bit there. I'm not an expert with short tracks, and especially here. I've hardly ever run this track. But yeah, hopefully you found something that helped you out there. Get a little loose coming across the corner there. But yeah, thanks for everyone who subscribed in the last week. Kind of went crazy. Almost got 20 subscribers this week. We're up to 63 already. I was hoping to get to 100 by the end of the year, but I mean, if things keep going how they're going, we might get there a lot faster than we would have expected. So if you could do me a favor, if you aren't subscribed, do subscribe, like, comment, and of course stay tuned for the race after this. It's kind of talking about how to run the track a little bit better, because I mean it's gonna be a little different in between qualifying and racing. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Goodbye. I got the pole in this race kind of accidentally. On my first lap, I ran a decent lap, and I wasn't really paying attention. And then on my second lap, I was actually trying, and I ended up wiping out. But we're gonna go. Obviously, we've already watched that because this is the future. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. But anyway, 60 laps at Lanier. We're gonna try to save our tires and not get wrecked in the demolition derby that hopefully doesn't ensue. I did one of these races already this week. I didn't record it just because it was kind of a little practice race. But I did a really good job of saving my tires, so hopefully I can do that again. So kind of the difference between a qualifying lap and a race lap around here is, well, first of all, I have my brake bias at 60%. And that's more for the end of the run when the car is losing a little bit of grip. And, you know, it's not going to want to turn as well, so we're going to need that more rear brake, as always, to help it kind of turn in. And then here, I'm just trying to make sure I hit the bottom. And then I want to straighten the wheel up as much as possible for the exit. And unfortunately, I'm kind of leading, so you won't be able to see the difference in my line compared to the other guys. But once we get behind maybe some lap traffic, you'll be able to kind of notice it. But I like to arc it a lot more, and then I'll be turning down a lot more. I'll be a lot shallower on the exit. And that's just going to help, you know, launch your car more forward down the straightaway, instead of, you know, relying on the tire grip to turn your car in on acceleration. Wish there was a better way I could illustrate that for you, but I'm not a genius. I'm not good at picturing my words in the way I want it. I'm probably just gonna let this guy go. There's no point in racing him right now. And like I said, this is a long race, so we're just gonna wanna save our tires. So you can kind of see now the difference in the line I'm running compared to that guy. And, you know, with that line, when he's accelerating off the corner, you kind of see his car goes out wide like that. He's relying on that, you know, the camber of his right front tire to turn and help make that line work. And that's why you're gonna lose a lot of tire. That's why you're gonna lose a lot of tire over the course of a run, because, I mean, eventually that tire is not going to be able to maintain that pace. So that guy stays down there, and he did.
14.395. In front of you, in front of you, in front of you.
So yeah, not too worried about letting that guy go right now. We're just going to be running our own race, wrapping it around the bottom, keeping it straight off of exit and that nice wide arc into the corner. And that's kind of the benefit of, you know, starting up front as well, is you don't have to be afraid to let people go, because you already got a head start on everyone. Which is why qualifying is just so important in this series.
14.493.
As you can see, he's overdriving the corner a little bit already. You know, that's just going to be killing his stuff eventually. Hopefully, if I'm right, he'll come back to us.
Slow ones on top. Stay low.
Oh man, get an ambulance.
Working on the boss. 14.453.
Scrape the wall, that's no big deal. Short track racing, it's just a different breed. You really want to get... Oh boy. Oh boy. We got two guys with... Alright, let's see if we can navigate this without dying. Looks like the 17 is going to get out of the way, so that's good. I don't know if the 10 car doesn't have a right front tire, if that's why he's dragging that, or what his deal is.
14.547. Outside. Still out there. Clear high.
So it looks like we've caught back up to the 2. Kind of benefit from that lap traffic, but might be able to take care of him here. And you know, the other thing, along with saving your tires, it's not just about, you know, taking it really easy at the beginning. Something I really struggle with is once you can kind of see like the guys start to fall off and I start catching them, that's when I start pushing for no reason, and then that's when I'll kill my tires. Seems like me personally, like I always am really good through the middle stretch of the run, and then I kind of fall off a cliff at the end. That's something I just need to work on as a driver. Like right now, it's like, oh, this guy's coming back to me. It's time to pounce, you know. But if I just, you know, maintain my patience and just let him come to me, then that'll work out a lot better in the long run. You know, that line that I'm running too, it's gonna help you get a lot more passing, because you know here you're not gonna pass someone on the entry of the corner. You're gonna pass them on the exit, because it's such a short track. You know, there's not like a braking zone where you can outbrake someone really. Or one car finished 4th, and he finished 3rd in the race we did yesterday, so it was a little bit higher strength of field race as well. Now I'm going to try to go to the outside of this guy. I almost made it work yesterday. I wanted to use the 18 as a pick, kind of. Oh, I don't know if this was a good idea.
Still there, your door, one car inside. Next time you cross the line, be halfway in the race. Clear. 15.893.
So that worked out.
2, 6, 8.
We gotta figure out how to get around Nathan here.
14.789. Outside, outside. Still out there. Clear, clear.
He does not want to go a lap down.
Outside, outside. Still outside. Clear. 14.954. Outside. Still outside. That's it, man. Get up to his bumper. No move. Still outside. Clear, clear, clear.
Now we got some breathing room.
14.989.
Now I can kind of just go back to, getting in that rhythm. That's what short track racing is all about. Just getting into that rhythm. Kind of got to, lull yourself to sleep with, getting on the gas, getting off the gas. That's how you're going to be fast. Just doing the same thing over and over again. It's like a beat. Oh. Got to get out of it there.
14.828. .792. .857.
Not pushing at all. Just running my own race. Seems like the 2 car did run his tires off, or something might have happened to him. I don't know where he went.
691. .774. 20 laps to go this time by.
This track's like a never-ending circle. I always turn in. It's like as soon as you get out to the wall, you gotta turn in for the corner. It kind of, and that also kind of helps you with your line as well. You're like, oh, I'm out to the wall, there's my turn-in point.
.755.
Another thing is, for all you new guys that are watching this, maybe if you watch in the bottom left, my pedals, that'll kind of help you understand what you kind of got to do. It's really about picking that throttle up gently, not slamming on the brakes. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Bob Ross, you're killing me, man. Going three wide with lap cars is not ideal, but we'll do it anyway. Kind of allowed the 3 car to catch up. Thank you, 16. Appreciate that. I got my my chat muted, so I can't thank him, but I hope he knows that I'm happy with him right now. Literally, not sarcastically.
14.82.
Now I just gotta get back to that rhythm, after that crazy couple laps. Now we just gotta get back to hitting our marks. Get back to that song.
14.825.
I don't know if I finished my thought earlier, but for the newer guys, you can kind of watch, what I'm doing with my pedals. I wish I could match something up lap after lap just to see how how consistent I am with that. When am I finally getting all the way to the throttle? how about my steering input? Is it pretty matched up every lap? Just trail braking in a little bit, help car turn in, roll that center, and then pick it up as soon as the nose is set and I can get straight off the corner. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm getting my left front right on that yellow line. So I do have a little bit of a gap behind me that I've opened up, so it's not imperative that I get around these guys. And, you know, with only 5 laps to go, I don't know if that other guy behind me is going to catch me anyway. So, you know, it's just about playing it smart here. I don't have to be super aggressive trying to get around these guys. I say that and then I look 3 wide middle. Oh, thank you, 17. Okay. He was trying to let me go. I think they were both trying to let me go. Now I got 2 cars behind me blocking second place. See what the 13 does. I think we're going to bring this one home for 2 wins in a row. It's pretty impressive. I don't normally win these. But I guess I should be winning these races. Such a low strength of field. 14.893. We just got to bring her home. Look underneath the 10. Hopefully he doesn't do anything dumb. Hopefully I don't do anything dumb.
0.051. Clear, clear. Gonna be 2 to go.
White flag. Bring her home.
14.902.
All right. Can't complain with that, boys. Win for the squad. We can do some victory donuts, and then I'll kind of show you my tire wear after this as well. Boy, it's always good to start off your first race of the day with a win. Can't complain.
Run that thing up there by the wall, man. Say hey to all those fans. Somebody get him. He's going on the wrong side of the garage. Hey, he's coming up the right side now.
Oh, 12 car. You mind? I'm gonna go parking. Oh, stalled the car. Whoopsie daisy. We'll go park her in victory lane. So yeah, let's see. So 95 and 92. I did a little bit better yesterday. I think I was 94 and 93, but whatever. You can't complain with that when you're, 92 is in your right rear. So yeah, I guess thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who subscribed in the last week. We've gained almost 20 this week. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so I guess subscribe if you enjoyed that. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know how your guys' race went this week. But yeah, cool. Thanks for watching me kick some ass. See ya.